In this video, I'm gonna show why debating vegans might be a waste of time. Not just because they are vegans, but also because science is not supposed to be a battle of opinions. Well, take a look at this conversation that I was having with a vegan in regards to eggs being ethical. Look how ridiculous this conversation becomes. This person makes the claim that cruelty-free eggs don't exist, which is easily proven false. Chickens will lay eggs every day, so if you take care of one like a pet, which a lot of vegans have, then you could say eggs are vegan. He or she rebuttals with a claim that if we would sterilize the chickens, they would have better quality of life and live longer. This is also false, and I gave examples of why he's wrong by quoting the Guinness World Book of Records on the longest living chicken ever recorded, one that laid eggs. Then, this person starts comparing chickens' reproductive systems to women reproductive systems, and I, wanting to debate my opponent on his own grounds, claim that comparing different species' physiology is ridiculous, because what is hard for one might not be hard for another. And the conversation just goes downhill. Feel free to check the entire conversation on this video. It is as confusing as it is hilarious. This is where I start to realize something. What you say is not what the other person hears. We all do this. It's not just vegans, but, as we know, veganism is just a cult, and so ideas get extra filtered. If you ever try to debate a religious person regarding science, and the argument they give is, because God says so, then you know the frustration. I'm not used to debates, so maybe I was doing something wrong? Which leads me to another episode, where this gentleman asked me if I would debate a vegan. And, at the time, I was incredibly happy to do so. And then I checked out how these people debate. In these debates, people quickly let their emotions govern the discussion, which is quite anti-science. I also realized that, unlike science, these debates were not meant to discuss sources and reach an understanding. Their goal is to win, but that's not science. Winning is not the goal of a scientific debate. It is a discussion to promote both parties, coming out of it with a better understanding of the world. I understand debates in terms of sociology, theology, and philosophy. But nutrition? Nutrition is a science. You either have a good backing for your claims, or you don't. Should be simple, no? That is why you do not see many science debates, unless it's regarding concepts that you can either prove or demonstrate. You do not debate if the sea is salty. You'll go and check it. You do not debate if the paint is dry. You touch it and you will see it. Which leads me to another problem with vegan debates. They are too short. Some of these sources provided in debates are meta-analyses of dozens if not hundreds of studies. How would you check the veracity of this meta-analysis in 1 or 2 hours? If you are going to analyze each other's sources, you should give weeks to the other party to analyze and criticize your sources before meeting again and again until you reach a conclusion. Almost like a court case. Vegan debates feel more like a fight. I, for one, am not a fan of the carnivore diet, but discussions with that side are civil and we part friendly. Vegan debates is like a fighting match, where you throw blows at each other with no time to check each other's veracity. An example of this exhaustion behavior is the quick comment exchange I had with this gentleman. As you know, I've proven some claims in this LVL video as wrong. There is no debate. In terms of weight, beef is the most nutritious food, and yet this gentleman came to his defense. I managed to use LVL tools to prove him wrong, even without going into anti-nutrients fortified foods, useless nutrients such as fiber, not to mention the lack of nutrient profiles in a lot of these meats. I also used LVL's metric of percentage per day instead of actual nutrient quantity. Remember, the discussion is if meat, by weight, is more nutrient dense, which he denies because in his words, we have to see nutrients that are relevant. That is not the discussion. The discussion is if meat is more nutrient dense. So he tries many times to steer the topic away from nutrient density to another discussion entirely, which is not the fucking topic. He admits that meat is more nutrient dense, but that does not matter because it's not more nutrient dense in his weird constructed perspective. To which I reply, at least we found common ground, because we can say that meat is more nutrient dense in a certain way. To which he replies, that's not what I said. I have receipts, that's exactly what you said. Why are you so delusional that you can't even read these words that you wrote one comment ago. Why are you wasting my time discombobulating your own effing words? So yeah, that's why debating vegans is useless. No consistency, always changing topics, so they don't get caught in their short attention spans. Vegans exhaust you because it's like talking to a wall. Maybe it is all about expectations. When debating science versus religion, I know what I'm getting into. But with vegans, you expect them to be rational and do some solid science. However, they keep running away or arguing with emotions. This was fun. Maybe I'll do more rants like this. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe. Don't forget to comment. I will see you on the next one.